Now, this work is called leadership development, which is true. It is about leadership development, but it is not just for people that work in organisations or in teams, or for people that have a formal leadership position. Why not? Because for us, all leadership begins with leadership of self. If I can't lead myself, I cannot lead anybody else. If I don't have the sense of where I'm going, the ability to manage myself deep down at the neurophysiological level, if I don't have a vision and a mission for myself, how can I talk about that for other people or for an organisation? So it all begins with leading myself. When we built on that, we can look at how then I lead other people individually. And after that, I can look at how I lead groups of people, from small teams to whole organisations. Now that's the first element to bear in mind. And when we're looking at any of those levels, leading self, leading others, leading groups, there is one core aspect that runs right through all three. Not only those three, but through all the different forms and schools and models of leadership that there are and have proliferated over the last few years. Yeah. One of the great advances of these years, particularly in leadership development, has been the development of understanding in human consciousness and consciousness development, in human neurophysiology and how that affects our state and our presence. The understanding and the common understandings of psychology, of the development of neurophysiology, of aspects of conditioning that occur and affect us, of organisational psychology, of systems and system psychology. All of this has developed wonderful stuff. And from all of that has come a whole plethora of leadership models, from emotional intelligence to servant leadership, to situational leadership, to authentic leadership, to conversational intelligence, to naked leadership, lots and lots and lots of stuff coming out. All of them are true, all of them are real, all of them are useful, and all of them provide different aspects of that core element of how do I lead. So let's look at that common theme, that common thread, that common hum that runs through all of those. What is leadership? Well, it's about two things really. One, relationship, relating to myself and other people, be it singly or in groups. The other is about enabling. If I'm doing something, I'm not necessarily leading, unless I'm leading by example once or twice so that they know what to do. But leadership is about doing things and enabling other people to do things, usually that have not been done before. And by doing, we use the term act. The act of leadership, which you've probably heard that phrase before. To act is to do. It's also an acronym. It stands for awareness, connection, and transformation. And all three of these are essential at all those three levels of leadership that we talked about. If I increase my awareness of myself, I will develop and deepen my connection with myself. And simply by doing that, I will automatically transform my relationship with myself. So what is your self-awareness at the moment? How are you breathing? What is the sensations that your body are giving to you? Are you aware of the sensation of your feet on the floor or your hands on the desk? Are you aware of the sounds around you, of your relating to them? Are you breathing with your chest or are you breathing low? And how are you feeling emotionally? Is there a little bit of tension anywhere in the body? This is self-awareness, and as soon as you increase that, you become more deeply connected with yourself, which changes or transforms that relationship you have with yourself. Similarly, with other people, if I improve the quality of my awareness of other people, I will automatically be able to deepen my connection with them. That of itself will necessarily transform my relationship with them. I'll be able to understand the world they live in, to be able to talk to their world, not mine. Because as a leader, when I'm working with other people, it's actually strange to understand that what I want to say is more or less irrelevant. It's what the people I'm talking to can hear and need to hear, which is important. And therefore I need to be aware of them and connected with their world in order to bring that transformation I wish to bring, positively and effectively. So both for myself and for others, both singly and collectively, the quality of my awareness determines the quality of my connection, and the quality of both of those determines my ability to transform myself, my behaviors, and my connections with other people. And one more thing about acting. If you think of act is to do something, and there is react, which is essentially to do it again, to react. The important thing about acting is that it is alive and relevant to each and every situation, each and every moment. We spend a lot of our time reacting. We talk about that when we talk about fear, about imposing. Many of us will look at a situation, and if we feel anxious, we'll go, what am I going to do with this? Oh, it seems rather like one of those other situations, so I'll take that and I'll do the same thing in this moment. We end up on the caterpillar track of our lives, looking at the same things, doing the same things, getting the same results. But every moment is unique. Every moment is different. Even if it's the same people doing the same thing, the time is different. And because the time is different, the people are different. They've changed, subtly or grossly, but they have changed, and so have you. So when we are thinking of act, awareness, connection, and transformation, one of the absolute necessities is that we enable ourselves and others to be present to that moment, to the absolute uniqueness of that moment, to be able to act. Because if we are not, we are only reacting in a way that might have been useful 2 minutes ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago, but actually is less relevant to this unique moment. So act instead of react, and that takes presence.